baby, chill. Don't medicate, just meditate. You waking up now, well, baby, you hella late. Educate, look at what's going on, let it resonate, accelerate. Find your inner hunger like you never ate. Agenda is to push the hate, separate and segregate. Don't celebrate quite yet, the storm is coming, Q, for heaven's sake. Violence that they demonstrate, instigate and penetrate the values of our country and our God is what they desecrate. My fighters ain't no featherweight, pulling out the seams of the fabric that they fabricate. They feed us lies, manipulate, intimidate through fear and force, forcing us to sit and wait till we come together, congregate, and then we liberate. Praying that you give me strength to find some love amongst the hate, marching on these streets of blood till I see the golden gates. Troubadour and troubled souls, one of God's servants. Blades out, cut the grass till we see the serpents.
I hope you see the truth. This puppet show stays on because of you. We've been dancing with the devil way too long. I know it's fun, but get ready to pay your dues. Oh God, come back home. This crazy world is filled with lies and abusers. We need you now before we're too far gone. I hope one day we finally see the truth. God, we need you now.
I know the truth is hard to swallow, just digest it. Suspected something's going on, but chose to just neglect it. Deflected by some breaking news, oh, we just accept it. Expected just to fall in line and follow their perspective. No question their objective, but I got a lot of questions. How these kids molested, but nobody's been arrested. Read it in the testament, these children are protected. So I'm fighting all these terrorists, both foreign and domestic. Refuse to be directed, blind, not a sheep. Only kneel to my God, so I'm dying on my feet. Silence when we speak, but there's violence in the street. I've been rolling with the punches, I can't take it on the Jeep. Drink from a glass half full, I'm optimistic. People are sadistic, so vicious and malicious. Praying for assistance to overcome opposition, or I'm gonna start resisting, and then I'll pray for forgiveness.
Puppet show stays on because of you. We've been dancing with the devil way too long. I know it's fun, but get ready to pay your dues. Oh God, come back home. This crazy world is filled with lies and abusers. Need you now before we're too far gone. I hope one day they finally see the truth. God, we need you now. We need you now. We need you now. One day, one day, one day. One day, I hope you see the truth. This puppet show stays on because of you. We've been dancing with the devil way too long. I know it's fun, but get ready to pay your dues. Oh God, come back home. This crazy world is filled with lies and abusers. We need you now before we're too far gone. I hope one day they finally see the truth. God, we need you now.
Hello there, brothers and sisters. Hot day out there. Anyway, I've come today to speak about something concerning. See, we're all born with a similar moral compass. We know justice from injustice, hence being our peers in the seats in the jury, right? All moral compass, for the most part. Now, justice, injustice, we know the difference. So let me ask you, is suffering of the people okay? No, it's not. Is the stealing of children from their mother's arms, is that okay? No, we can all agree that's not. Can we also agree to remove a child from one abusive situation to a completely new situation that you cannot guarantee their safety? Injustice. It's injustice. You know, what I'm talking about is the human services. See, the thing is, they say it's for the betterment of the people. Well, let me run you down a scenario that would happen today. Mother, father, children in a unsafe living environment due to economics in the family, okay, which is very common. Okay, lack of food for the same issue. Okay, perhaps there's abuse from the father or the mother or both, perhaps, right? Which is, we can all agree that this does happen in America quite frequently. Yes. Okay. Now, in today's society, we remove the children abruptly, all without notice. Just remove the children. Okay. Leaving the father and the mother. Same living situation, same economic situation, same food situation. Now emotionally suffering. And those children also emotionally suffering. Also put in a situation where they could very well be more so abused by strangers. Sound like injustice or sounds like justice? Because quite frankly, if it's human services we're worried about, are these two adults not human? Do they not deserve safe housing? Do they not deserve food? Do they not deserve their children? And let me tell you, in this scenario, whether they took 1, 2, 3 children, the likelihood of this mother giving birth to another child and human services coming and ripping her newborn child out of her arms, very likely, happens all the time. Do they think that the natural instinct to mother just goes away? Do you think the natural instinct to yearn for a mother goes away because you filed some paperwork? No, you're leaving a mother wounded, never truly getting redemption because it doesn't matter if they're redeemed. It doesn't matter if they've changed their ways. You don't come back from something like that. They just remove your kids over and over and over. And where does that leave the child? Thinking the mother did not want me. That my mother couldn't have me. And then going their entire life with a void. Now let me tell you a fantasy land. Because that's the true land we live in. Now what if human services were to give treatment to one or both parents, emotional, psychological, or maybe even rehabilitative services? Okay. What if they were able to keep the children, but perhaps put in a temporarily living situation where everybody was safe? Perhaps with the mother, perhaps not. What if they were giving better living situations so that their children could stay in the care of their parents? Because I see plenty of vacant houses. I do. Plenty of wasted lumber sitting in a perfectly well dwelling while there's homeless. Let's not get started on that though. Now, food. Because they're not children, they don't deserve to eat anymore. No, everybody deserves food. Everybody deserves stability. Everybody deserves justice, in my opinion. Now, what people don't deserve is a stolen generation. What people don't deserve is to have their children ripped from their arms because they don't have enough money. We have to buy our children. No, we don't. No. And it's so crazy that my children have been on the other side of a wall, completely oblivious to what's happening on the outside. And what was happening on the outside was their dear friends from down the street were being torn from their mother's arms in front of my presence on my front porch. To see that mother break, to see the children break, to see the women with the clipboards saying how big of a problem this is, how big of an inconvenience this is to take these women's children away from her. We're taking too long. The children are misbehaving. And it is not their fault that they're completely numb to taking women's children. It's not their fault they're even taking the women's children. It's the fault of the nation where we live in that they act like motherhood is a pair of shoes you can take off. Motherhood is just something optional? Yes. You can choose to be a mother. Yes, you can choose not to be a mother. As far as doing what it takes to be. Okay. Now, you can choose to not procreate, or you can choose to procreate. But to have a child and be denied the human instinct to raise it, the human instinct to search, yearn, and love your child, taken away because they already took 4 of your children. Where's the justice? Where's the human services? Where's the love? Where's the God in all of it? I don't think God would want that. I think God very clear on his word when he says, advocate for the fatherless. He says, feed the hungry, clothe the naked, give water to the thirsty. Where's the human service?